with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
Back inside the room. Kareem, your camera needs adjusting. It's a little too low. It's a little too low. Need to put it up some more. Not the camera. You need to put not up, down. Seeing you look short on the screen. Anyways, see what happens when people are not on time. I'm gonna put you on the spot. That's what happens. So you are low. Okay, I'm telling you you're low, but you're going lower. That's what happens when you're not focused. And if you put on your phone and listen to me, you're gonna understand what I'm saying. You're low, but you're going lower. So that means you need to go higher. It's Monday. Oh, jeez. Lord help these children, I swear. Anywho's, good morning again, everyone. Welcome to another ladies' room on this Monday, June 7th. I trust everyone had a fantastic weekend. Let me just share. I got a nice scenario for y'all today. So I've already seen conversations surrounding it, posted it earlier on my Facebook page, and generating a buzz. So I wanna do the radio version and get your take on it. Alrighty. So, good morning, Kareem.
Morning. How are you?
I am good.
Good weekend?
Yeah, it was good.
Restful?
Quiet, good. Yeah. Really good. Can't complain. Good morning, Alana. Good morning, Sarana, Leno, Candy, Rita. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Rachel, Sarana, Christelle, Marlene. Everybody, good morning. I hope y'all had a fantastic weekend. Good morning, Anastasia. Good morning, Chemo. Charmaine, good morning. Who else is here? Andrea, good morning. I see you've had a busy weekend on the books. Good morning, BB. Listen, BB, you have no idea. BB says Kareem don't stress you in the morning time. For real. For real. Good morning, Marlene. He stresses me. You have no idea. Zawadi, good morning. I'm telling you. What you got for them today, Kareem? Yeah, it's too early to be stressed, man.
Anyway, I'm gonna talk to the ladies a little bit. So ladies, what would you do if a guy sends you this the day before your first date? He says, I honestly rather cook for you and chill. Hey, I'm broke right now. If I go out tonight, it'll hurt me in the long run tomorrow. If that's cool, let me know what you have a taste for so I can get right on it. Question for the ladies again. Ladies, what would you do if a guy sends you this the day before your first dates? 4409595. Call us, send us a voice note, send us a message. Let us know what you guys think this morning. Lady in red.
This one is a iffy one because there's so many different ways to look at it. For one, someone would say, well, if that's your position, then you're not ready to date. You really need to chill for a while, build up your funds, and when you're able to take somebody up properly, you can. On the other hand, and someone could say, you know what, that is building a sense of honesty, like being straight up from jump. So maybe can expect you to be honest moving along. explaining your situation, and not just saying, okay, well, I can't take you at the end, but coming up with something else to replace. Some might say, well, it's a first date. I'm not going to your house on no first date. Like, I don't even know you. Could be some serial rapist. You could be some. I'm not ready to go at your house for no first date. Maybe, or I could come up with a suggestion. All right, how about you cook, and let's go to the beach with it. Or let's go to a park, let's go somewhere in public where we can sit and talk and, enjoy what you prepared that it wouldn't cost, more than you could afford. How about that? I'm loving the honesty, but not for a first date. Not maybe the fourth, fifth date when I'm comfortable with you and I have an idea as to, the type of person you are and blah, blah, blah. But for the very first date at your house and you're cooking, next thing you drop something, that food and drink, and I get up the next morning asking, where am I? And what happened the night before? And I'm feeling funny in a certain place. And no. I get you, and I respect you for, manning up and saying, hey, I like to do this, but I can't afford to right now. I'm broke right now. I respect that. And, as he says, if you go out tonight, they'll hurt me in the long run tomorrow. But if that's cool, let me know you have a taste for so I can get it. All right, probably have a taste for some grilled fish and the salad or something. So prepare it. Let's go chill somewhere and talk and enjoy it. I appreciate his honesty, but not for a first date. This cook home thing for a first date, nah. I'm gonna have to pass. I'm gonna have to slide off on that one until you could afford taking me out, or like I said, my next option, prepare and let's go somewhere and enjoy whatever you prepared. But I appreciate his honesty.
Can't say I disagree with you much. I disagree with you much. I mean, the fact that he was honest, like you said, up front, I find that's very... He took responsibility at least. But let me ask you this, though. How about you reverse the roles a little bit? How about you pay for that first date?
Listen.
What do you think? So he's saying that it will hurt his pocket.
Well, you hurt mine too. You asked me out.
No. Nobody
It's
asked
a first
anybody
date.
out. It's a first date.
Yeah, but obviously
first date.
he did the asking because he's offering to do the cooking at home. Because he says if he takes her out today, he's going to be broke tomorrow. So it's obvious that he did the asking out. We probably would have been talking for a couple of weeks and what have you, and now we've gotten to the stage of going out with each other. And you can't afford to do it because you'll be broke if you did it. But I'm trying to figure out though. There are lots of places that you can eat at a reasonable cost. And if you do the math, because you're asking me what I have a feel for. What if I say I have a feel for some lobster and some steak? And to do the math, if you're in Grenada, lobster ain't cheap. I see a little piece of tail for $70 something. A little tail. And if you're buying one tail, you have to buy two tail. 70 and 70. Do the math. And you can go somewhere and eat for less than that. You could go places and eat for less than $50.
Lobster?
No, I mean, it doesn't have to be lobster, but I'm saying it doesn't have to be somewhere fancy, some, 5-star, whatever.
Man. First date, you have to make a little impression.
But
Come on.
Okay, so are you a chef? What impression you're making at home? If I say to you, I have a feel for some lobster and some...
See, no, if you're at home...
Some wine and what have you.
If you're at home, right? And you know how to cook and present stuff, you could make it look pricey. You could make it look attractive and expensive if you're at home, because now you have everything at your disposal. You're bringing the wine in a certain way, you're giving a thing on tray, you're putting some nice little decoration on the thing. You can make it look how you want it.
I could eat a nice bakes and fry bacon and fry fish somewhere, and I'll be cool. Yeah? Grillmaster Pizza Special, what's his face? Rick's Cafe, you're getting something nice. So
yeah, but I $60 for a pizza. The man don't have that. They probably gas price tomorrow.
If you were to buy, listen to the part that you're missing. I honestly rather cook for you and chill here. I'm broke right now. If I go out tonight, it'll hurt me in the long run tomorrow. If that's cool, let me know what you have a taste for so I can get on it. I have a taste for lobster, Kareem.
You see, in his mind, it's cheaper, Aruna, to buy the ingredients and do the thing at home. Because if we go out,
You're asking how I feel.
more drinks, more thing,
Nah, I'm not a
then
drinker.
I have to pick you up,
One
have to
malt,
drop you, have to think. That
or
is just
LLB
more
and I'm good.
expense generally.
No.
That is more expense generally.
If you had said the same thing and say we're going to have to go to a scale down place, then I will understand. I can't go be calling for Courvoisier and big name drinks and brand name champagne and wine. I know I can't ask for that because you will already explain to me, listen, I'm kind of short this month, but I'm taking you so and so place, it's a bit cheaper, but we're going to get to enjoy each other's company. So I know I can't be calling big shot and calling for steak and calling for this, that, and the other because he was upfront saying this is what this is what he could afford. So I'm saying there are reasonably priced places in Grenada. You can go chill with somebody and eat something and you would not have to break the bank, and it probably could come up to the same
I
as
still
if.
more, Aruna, you ain't bringing nobody out on a first date to drink Caribbean style.
Why not? Not everybody goes. Listen, you all have this misconception, and it bothers me that every woman wants to go sit in a 5-star restaurant.
No, it's not 5-star, but you at
Listen,
least
I know
want
people
to.
who went on first date and went by Esther's Bar and chill. I know personally because I've done it.
Well, that is not in this case. My man probably
No,
really
you
liked
do-
the woman,
no,
and
you,
he wants
you can't
to make
speak on what
a
you
good
don't know.
impression.
It's saying as a woman, how would you feel?
So
I'm
he
saying,
know, cooking and thing is a strong point.
but
So
what
you
I'm
want to make an
saying-
impression with that.
You're getting the point, but you're still missing the point. My point is, there are a lot of places that not every woman wants to go to a fancy restaurant on a first date or second, third, fourth. Some are comfortable enough, seeing that there's a lot of women who really like a person and willing to compromise and say, you know what, you can't afford it, so let's go chill by the beach. Let's find a spot somewhere on the beach. Let's go. There's a number of places I can call. I don't want to give nobody no free promo.
All right. So how
We
about,
can go
how about
chill.
you pay for it then? Since I shot, how
No,
about you
no.
pay
We're
for
setting
that
a bad
first date?
precedence. We're setting a bad precedence.
Oh.
If I invite you out, that is not a problem, but it is a first date. The first date is where you set. Listen, they say first impression is lasting impression, and there are too many times
wait, just say
we
it.
give first impression is
Ah.
lasting impression. Too many times we give each other bad habits, and then we can't maintain it later on down the road, or later on down the road we complain when we're supposed to nip it in the bud. At the end of the day, everybody's supposed to have standards. And my thing is, if you're a man and you invite somebody out, I'm not going to flip it and say, okay, let me pay for it. We are setting a precedence here. You're interested in me, I'm interested in you. You ask me out, you can't afford it. Then you have no business inviting nobody out if you can't afford to take nobody out. On the other hand, when we get comfortable and I invite you out, there's no problem and say, hey, babe, let me go so-and-so place now on me. That is a difference. We are talking about a first date. And I'm not going to advise no one of no first date to say, you know what, all right, let me pay for it. And men could get vexed.
Oh, what is the
Y'all
problem
could
with
swell all your face.
that?
That is all your business this morning. What I'm saying is,
Wow,
it is
Irene.
a first one, numero uno date. Not second, third, fourth,
But
fifth.
who wrote it in stone that the man have to
There's
pay for the
nothing
first
written
date?
in stone. There's nothing that's written in stone, but that's the way it has been for a long time. Don't try to flip the script now.
Things change.
Conveniently.
Things evolve, things
Don't
change.
try to flip the script conveniently.
It's not convenient. The man shot. Both of
Okay.
all you like each other.
All right, let's
the
put it
man
this way.
shot. Next thing you don't know if the
So
man have to
then-
go up and go off in the morning with the like a $60.
So then, if you can't afford it, then stay in your section until you're good. Simple math. Why
Wait.
you want to be in a relationship?
Hello, the man
and
say
you-
you want to be in a relationship, waiting.
Okay.
The man is saying no. You see all the
Okay.
woman that's thing.
So, if you
first
can't
date,
afford
all you
to-
think in relationship already.
If you can't afford to date, then don't date. Simple as that. How about that? Call it whatever you wish. You can't afford to date? Don't date.
Baruna is not
So-
like you
and
can't
there are
afford
men-
to date. This is the first
Boy, you
one.
don't have to know you're
just
talking to man and
catch
boys,
the
eh?
man at
Kareem.
a wrong little time. The
No
man shot this COVID.
Man, and I'm happy there are men
Hey.
in the room who are actually endorsing what I'm saying. There's a difference when you're dealing with man and boy. No woman, says Brian, should ever pay for a first date. Kareem, stop it. You're making us look bad. That's one man. Another man says, as a man, when you invite a woman out, it's on you. You should not be hoping, wishing, thinking she has money to pay for it. As a man. Another man again. Let me see if I find a third man to support what I'm saying here.
So what you say, you broke, just keep it simple.
Exactly. Exactly. So why he wants to get me in his place on the very first date? If you don't have the money, bro, stay in your lane. I think that's risky. We ain't good like that yet. So says someone. Another comment says he could bread and paste easy to make home and squeeze a lime, and 2 spoons of white sugar and a good butter, cheese, lime, white sugar and bread. Easy go. Back and neck and fig would do just fine whether it's home or not. There's a lot of ways. So, well, somebody said, why Kareem want woman to pay for on the first date? Lord Kareem. No, so no Kareem. The new age thing is mess. The man leads. Pay for the date. Nothing wrong with not going somewhere with money not spending in a big way. Aruna's right. You can't afford it? Don't do it. Another one says, Damien says, another man, first, second, or third date, a real man should never allow a woman to pay for dinner. Kareem's generation say you should. Someone says, I rather an honest man every day. If he's saying up front he's gonna be broke. If we do, like you said, the first impression is the last impression. If he had lied up front about his pocket and led you onto thinking then he's on someone he's not. Totally agree. Carl says, paying for the date depends on who asks to go on that date. If the man asks, he pays. If she asks him out, she should pay.
So what is the solution here? You're not going by the man.
I gave you.
You're not paying for the date. What is the solution?
I give solutions. You're not listening. I said you could prepare the food at home and we can take it somewhere public. We can go to a park. We can go on the beach. We can go somewhere public. But I just don't think it's kosher on the very first date to go to your house for the first date to enjoy food that you cook. I have no problem with the food you cook. I'm going to tell you what I feel for. Or I could probably say, you know what, whatever you want to prepare, it's on you, because that way you wouldn't, take him out of pocket. So he's going to prepare what he can afford or what he's comfortable with, right? So I'll probably say, you know what? Okay, here's what I don't eat. So anything else is fair game. You can do whatever. I don't eat sea cat. What else I don't eat? Octopus, squid, manikou. What else I don't eat? Anything else is fair. So whatever you want to do it's fine by me. All right? Do you want to make an oil down? We eat an oil down. But it's just not gonna be at your home, at your house. We can go somewhere with it. Let's eat outside. Let's find somewhere. Let me go down quarantine point. Let's go somewhere. But not in your house. That's all. Someone said the beauty of living in Grenada, the entire country is your entertainment. Another person says, I agree with Aruna, cook and we will go public to eat, not the comfort of your home. Too early, too soon. Someone says they appreciate his honesty, but I think it's a little presumptuous to try and pursue someone when you know you don't have the means to take her on a date. I wouldn't feel comfortable. Plus, if this is the first date, how is she supposed to know he can even cook? This would be an overthinker's worst nightmare. Someone says, move on and find someone who can afford to date. If you accept, he'll probably try to get you in the bed, and since you're accepted, no dating and sexing will always be like that until eternity. And as if that wasn't bad enough, wait until he starts begging you. Hold on. Then someone came up here. Hold on. I wanted to read that one, but a comment came up and blocked what I was reading. Someone says, asking a woman out on a first date and expecting her to pay is like going to the bank for a car loan without having the deposit. If he isn't able financially, adjust the type of first date. Period. The end. What I was reading says, girl, move on and run. And don't be afraid of being called a gold digger. The term gold digger was made by broke men like him who can't get a date. And instead of improving their impoverished situation, they try to brainwash women into thinking it's wrong for a woman who wants a man who has his finances together like a grown man should. Remember, you need a man who can at least take care of himself with his own place, blah, blah, blah. No roomies, no mommy's house, etc. This way, if y'all have a baby, you won't be the only person supporting the child. Okay, that one went a bit far, but someone says it depends on how long we've known each other before the first date. If it's someone who was a friend and then we later decided to date, going to the home is cool. If it's a relatively new person I just met, nope, no, nada. I would explain my preference is that all dates must be in public places until I feel a level of comfort. I do appreciate the honesty and the gesture, but we can postpone that first date until a better time. You have a problem with that, Kareem?
So no woman would go over to the man's house on the first date?
From based on what I'm seeing here, no.
That is a lie.
First dates don't have to be a person's house. Go out for a coffee, go for a walk. Don't have to necessarily go out at all, but definitely not going to either house on a first or second date. Tell him we don't have to take a fancy date. That is my point. A walk in a brightly public place is fine. Your house, me alone. Nope. I don't care how broke you are. I'm not putting myself in danger like that. Sorry. First date, it's a huge no to the no. So what's this?
Oh man.
Not visiting you on the first date, I'll pay. I'll probably say, nah, rain check. I mean,
So you see, honesty still ain't get the poor man knowing.
you got him somewhere.
Where?
No. I'm not coming to your house.
Man can't win. Watch your honesty get the brother.
I would appreciate his
No date.
honesty, but I would feel uncomfortable going to someone's house on the first or second or third date.
Tell you.
If I really liked him, I would suggest an outside date, walk or something cheap, but not to his house. Absolutely not. A lot of them respect the honesty. You knew you were broke when you asked me out, but now you want to lure me to your mama's house so they can subsequently use my story as a cautionary tale on a very special episode of Law and Order SVU. Pass.
Oh, we reach there. Hey.
Bad decision making skills on top of that brokenness. Lydia says if you don't have pond, don't invite duck. I've never heard that saying before. If you don't have a pond, don't invite duck. But you want the duck to swim. You can't afford date, but you're invited.
Only today is Monday. First day of the week. Let me don't do this.
You don't
Today's
have a
Monday.
pond. You don't have a pond, but you're inviting duck. What you want the duck to swim?
Somebody say bring man drink some 3 for 10 stack. Wow, baby.
Yo.
Wow.
Y'all I swear to God, y'all are the worst. But it's true. What you bring people in your place for if you can't afford to feed them? When you want to go on date for and you can't afford date. Y'all stay setting yourselves up and then you're gonna accuse women of being gold diggers and they eye long and they this, that or the other. Nobody answered and called you. You came full speed. So
You're good. You're good.
no, listen, I'm trying to save this saying here so I can use it on somebody. If you don't have pond, don't invite dog.
And they can't wait to use that.
I'm trying to save it.
And I know it's
I'm
one of us
so
that said
drunk.
it. I get to it.
It's true. That's the best saying. This so explains the situation right now. If you don't have pond, don't invite duck. The end. There's no explanation necessary. No woman can carry me out and I have to dip my hand in my pocket because Kimo, you're tying up the whole thing. Oh my gosh, my eyes are running. My eyes burning. Not if I have a really nice house and someone to cook for us. Hold on. Let me go back.
Wayne, come in. Let me hear you.
Listen.
Wayne sleeping?
Huh?
Wayne sleeping?
I know Wayne maybe go out on the weekend. Someone says that sounds like a man with some underlying substance who can face his reality. On the other hand, he could be a guy that is using that as an excuse to get you in his space to satisfy his real reason for bringing you in. This is why the first date is always best experienced on neutral ground in the presence of other people. Someone says, "Oh, hi, Obadiah." Who is Obadiah? Yeah, y'all stupid. The man didn't give no name. Listen, who's Obadiah? Let me read this. Hi, Obadiah. I appreciate the offer and don't even mind you cooking for me because of your circumstances, but I'm not ready to come to your home just yet. Let's do this another time when it's okay with you. Remember, we're trying to get to know each other. Any conclusion can be drawn thereafter. I won't judge him on that text, but being in his space behind closed doors kind of have an uncomfortable aura to it. He may have some mountain and important bills to handle. You never know, but I ain't going to his house. I'll be setting myself up. Oh my dear. What about a little Nigel, a little Sam, a little Brian? Oh my dear.
Oh, that's the best.
Yo, yeah. Listen.
I blame you.
Come.
I send you like a topic about God and the Holy Spirit and thing. This is what you choose this morning. Monday, I blame you. I blame you. All if you see the nice thing about God and the church and family and thing. No. I blame you. You
Someone
start your
said-
thing.
How about you make a sandwich and meet me in the park? Another person says, okay, then we'll go for a walk, sit in the park, lots of options for outdoor space dates where you won't have to spend a dime, but I will not be coming to your house for the first date for your cooking. What if you can't even cook good? It's gonna be a double date spoiled. Wow. Let me see what this person here is saying. Someone said, well, how quiet, so like he planned for the woman to come to your house for the first date. Damien, I'm not sure if you missed it, but Kareem's response was, why can't the woman offer to
Go
pay?
back there now. Go back there now. Go back there now.
Kareem wants the woman to pay.
And
Kareem
I
asked,
was just asking a question.
Kareem asked, no, you,
That's right.
no,
He asked.
y'all just look for people to get out of character, and then you're saying woman disrespectful and this, that, and the other. Because first to begin with, you asked me out on a date. You can't afford to go on the date. And then you have the nerve, the testicular fortitude to say to me, why can't I pay for it? Mister, I didn't ask you to go
I
nowhere.
think somebody calling.
I did not, nobody ain't calling. I did not ask you to go anywhere. You suggested said date, so
Miss, I just asked you a question.
So-
One
so the
question
responsibility
ask you.
falls on you to fund said date. Kareem is asking why I cannot pay for the date, and at that point is when I disrespected Kareem and blocked Kareem, and he
Obadiah.
raised any
Obadiah.
Obadiah. He raised any conversations I held or had with Obadiah. At that point is where you are totally blocked for suggesting that I pay
Ask.
for a date you asked me out on. That is where you got blocked without any explanation. As a matter of fact, no explanation necessary. Soon as you say, well, why you ain't pay? You type in and you just see one tick. And then you see the little emoji thing that shows you a blank picture. No, you don't see my picture anymore. You just see a blank space.
But either way, the man Calvin, because he was honest and he still didn't get a date.
No, there's no saying you can get date. The question asked.
No, well,
asked,
y'all say no. The man
we said
wanted
we-
to do
no,
the date
we-
at his house. Y'all
we
say
didn't,
no.
We didn't say the date can't happen, you know. We just said not at your house. It still could happen, but just not at your house. Over there, you could cook whatever you want. Hand your scene. Tell me where I'm supposed to meet you, what time, if you're picking me up, and then we take it from there. Is that a man or a boy you're talking about? I ain't know what category the person fall in, but the person said the woman should pay.
Who's that, Obadiah? Yeah, I
The,
don't know.
per-
why.
the person said, and it's on a record, when the live ends, you can go back to the start and you will see said Obadiah over there saying, no, you behave like a Obadiah. You behave like a Obadiah. Obadiah say why the woman can't pay.
I'm going to talk to Mac to delete that video.
Obadiah say why the woman can't pay. And I'm saying it's at that point Obadiah would be blocked without even getting a response. The end. Period. Point blank. Finish. Nobody ain't telling you to go and pull the devil tail, you know. You can't afford, you just can't afford. And everybody's expressing the sentiment that they appreciate the honesty, but just not at your house. Someone says he's not very creative. Could have totally said, babe, I have a special night planned for us, our first date. Meet me at the entrance of Quarantine Point. Then hit her with a romantic dinner with candles, a meal, and a wine. With a killer oceanfront view like Quarantine Point, that ain't rocket science. Some men don't try hard enough, in my opinion. Maybe the whole thing is really about after dinner booty call. The end. Look at it right there. Look at it right there.
Not
Look
every
at it.
man have intentions like that, though.
No, but look at the perfect response. This is where creativity comes into play. And I would not have had to know you broke, you can't take me out on any dinner. He could have totally said, babes, I have a special night planned for our first date. Meet me at the entrance of Quarantine Point. Then hit her with a romantic dinner with candle, a meal, and wine. And she'll never have to know if he could afford or could not afford, or how much money he had in his pocket. Oceanfront view, nice little candle, or you call it thing, citronella candle. Walk with a little thing to put on your skin in case mosquitoes out. And that would have been the best date ever. But a lot of men seem to think that all women fancy this whole, 9 yards, 5-star restaurant, pull up in limousine. No, not every woman requires that. That's why it's important to know the person you're dealing with, their dating, their likes, dislikes. Not everybody wants to be over the top or extravagant. Some people, the simple things matter. Shows that you put effort. And when let me give you this before we go, Kareem. You're young. And you have a lot of learning to do about women, because what you come in with there, you'll get left a lot of times. A lot of women go leave you. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And sometimes less is more, and the little things. Men seem to think that everything has to be over the top. Diamonds and whatever. Well, there are women who are like that. You know that. But like I said, you know them. You know them. But when you see somebody who's interest is in the little things, a call, a text, how's your day going, drop off a little just because lunch, just a drink, thinking of you, a little card, those things matter. It just shows that the person is thinking about you and putting the thoughts into play, putting the thoughts into action, and not just, send you a dry message, I love you, thinking about you. Okay, a lot of people could love and think about me, and you know what's the best feeling for a woman? You're on work, minding your business, and you see, or the secretary or somebody come and tell you somebody here to see you or something, and you go outside and you see a little flowers, or you see a little basket, and then you first thing you're checking for is the card, and you see from so and so. Listen, that's making your entire month weekend, not just because it's your birthday or Christmas. Outside of that. But then again, I don't know nothing about romance. So romance is all it for. You have to take out your clothes and all them things. You have to know you start with your mind. If you capture a woman's mind, you have a body and soul. I'm giving you all a lot of facts, a lot of gems this morning. So if you all don't take notes, that's all your business. If all you don't want it, that's all your business too. When you have a woman's mind, you have everything. If you can capture a woman's mind, the rest, it's like, it's yours. You don't even ask for it. But y'all want to start with the body first. Get that part of the body first, and then work all your way up to the mind. I don't know who y'all dealing with.
Read what Wendy say.
But, time for us to go. Wendy. Wendy. So all the man too cheap. Take one out and still want to.
Wendy, really? You take him at the KFC on the first date? Wow.
If that's what you like, that's what you like. If you like KFC, it works. Vern says he's taking notes. And outdoor bike riding, kayaking. Find out what she likes. And take advantage of that.
Thank you, Candy. Thank you.
Yeah?
Thank you.
A nice little unexpected lunch. Listen, Andrea, trust me. Especially when you were not expecting it. The unexpected little things, the little surprises. Not just my birthday. You only our Mother's Day. I don't know people Mother's Day, birthday, and Christmas. After that, how many other days? 360 what? 3? No, 2? Nothing. The little things. Mango in season. The woman like mango. I like plum. Bring a bag of mango. Send a bag of mango. Listen, send me a bag of mango and work is like sending me money. Send me a bag of plum. Drop it off. We busy, you busy, I busy. Take a little 5 minutes and just run across. Just especially if I didn't expect you. That will light up anybody's day. But now there's not time for that, man. You want a man to pay for their first date. So say what? I'll fight up and then continue to say woman this and woman that and woman this, that and the other.
I realize you woke up this morning and chose violence. Is okay? Is that right? Well, have a nice day. Yeah. It's okay.
Fight up. Stay there and fight up in man. I want all your pay for first date. I gone, yes? Anyway, ladies' room came to you through the kind compliments of our friends at Western Union and Beacon Insurance. So we'll be back tomorrow, God. But no, listen, Andrea. Don't talk for Pierre Zabuka. Don't talk for that. Send me a bag of that, ripe and half ripe, and that's it. In the meantime, be back for another one. All right. Thanks so much, all.